Not to mention that we don't have a loneliness epidemic. We have a loser epidemic. Absolutely. Y'all who are waking up, these men who are waking up in the morning with their mouth taped shut, should keep that there.
In the first 15 seconds, I don't think I really need to explain why I called this woman a femcel. She's saying, oh yeah, it's not a loneliness epidemic. No. It's a loser epidemic. Not only that, she's saying, oh yeah, you should just keep your mouth shut. Let me just reverse that situation. Me as a man saying, oh yeah, you women shouldn't be complaining about this. You all losers. You all should just keep your mouth shut. Hey, what's up dudes? Today your boy GenNot is coming back with a new video on my channel. Hope you all have a wonderful day. The rise of the femcels on Reddit really needs to be studied. I found another video of a woman that is really like that, and this is on the subreddit called TikTok cringe. I don't think I really need to explain what the subreddit TikTok cringe is about because the name is already saying it. I've covered femcels before. I probably put it in the description so you can see the other video. There was basically as well a woman on Reddit that was saying, oh yeah, the male loneliness epidemic is because men are disgusting, they don't deserve company, and this woman is on the same level in my opinion. So I'm gonna analyze the video. Before I go into it, I want to take a look at the comment of the day. So I've chosen this one to be the comment of the day. Someone is saying, where's the videos? I'm not going to show you it. For some context, this is under the video where I was talking about a woman that was peeing in a public shop. I'm not going to show videos like that. You probably can find it somewhere on the dark web, but your boy ain't gonna give it to you. But let's get started.
Not to mention that we don't have a loneliness epidemic. We have a loser epidemic. Absolutely. Y'all who are waking up, these men who are waking up in the morning with their mouth taped shut, should keep that there.
In the first 15 seconds, I don't think I really need to explain why I called this woman a femcel. She's saying, oh yeah, it's not a loneliness epidemic. No. It's a loser epidemic. Not only that, she's saying, oh yeah, you should just keep your mouth shut. Let me just reverse that situation. Me as a man saying, oh yeah, you women shouldn't be complaining about this. You all losers. You all should just keep your mouth shut. You all would call me an incel. Let's be honest here with each other.
Start there. Male loneliness epidemic is funny because at no time do the cat ladies ever get worried that they're going to die alone.
But aren't cat ladies legit known for getting drunk on wine and complaining about dudes and saying, oh yeah, I can't find a good partner, I'm so lonely, this and that, at least I have my cat. That's what I know about cat ladies. Of course I could be wrong about this. Leave that in the comment section, your own experience with cat ladies and what they are like.
They're not going to die alone. They're not even going to die alone just with their cats. I know for a fact that if I ever was in a hospice situation, something horrible happened to me, I couldn't advocate for myself, right? Like a lot of people end up in those situations and all they want and need is someone to be there. I got people from miles that would pull up. I have family members. I have my sister. I have friends. I have a network of relationships. Never have I ever considered in my mind thinking, oh, you know, if I do end up not marrying someone or not spending my life with someone, has that ever even crossed my mind that I'm going to be lonely?
So she's saying, oh yeah, even if I don't end up in a relationship, I always have people around me, friends, sisters, this and that. And I really don't get her point. Yeah, you have that, but there are a lot of people that don't have that, and you're basically making fun of them, especially dudes that are part of the male loneliness epidemic. You're basically saying, oh, you're all losers because you don't have friends, you don't have family, which is kind of a really bad thing to be saying, because obviously sometimes you don't choose your family, sometimes you just have a really horrible family relationship, something you can't really do much about. So I don't really get her argument with saying, oh yeah, at least I have friends. It's something she tries to brag about, which kind of seems really shitty in my opinion.
Never once. The difference isn't that, oh, women think about this and they establish relationships. It's that we care about the relationships in our life that aren't romantic. Think about that.
She's really trying to act like she's saying some really deep stuff, like a Gen Z Billie Eilish fangirl that is basically saying, oh yeah, have you heard the lyrics of Billie Eilish? It is so deep and meaningful. I mean, it's kind of funny, honestly, but she's saying, oh yeah, we care about relationships that are not romantic, and so do dudes. You know, I think a guy obviously cares about his father, his mother, but sometimes there are situations where you become isolated, and that happens more to to dudes, because obviously the rate of dudes ending themselves is like 3 or 5 times higher. It's a real issue and it has to do with a lot of factors.
We don't treat our friendships, our families, our nieces, nephews, anyone, even like coworkers to a certain extent, when you get close with them, like they're just there as placeholders until you find a marriage. Male loneliness epidemic will be solved if y'all just make friends and keep them.
This is such a strange thing to be saying. It's the same if your boy would be saying, well, poverty would be solved if people just started making more money. Easy fix, right? No, that's not how it works. It's a difficult issue. The male loneliness epidemic has a lot to do with relationships between guys and it being less close than girls, obviously, that have a relationship with each other. I'm talking about like a friend's relationship. I think you can understand that, and it has to do with socialization, what a lot of dudes are lacking nowadays. It has to do with a lot of things that I can point out in this video, but I'm not going to do. But her legit saying, oh yeah, it's so easy, just make friends with the other person. No, it's not just that easy, bro. A lot of people struggle with that type of stuff, and you saying, oh yeah, people that struggle with that are losers.
Or have friends that aren't just shallow and superficial and you can't even call on the phone when you're having a bad day. Wouldn't even pull up to your hospital room for a week after you got there, and when they did, they'd act annoyed about it and awkward, and they wouldn't know what to say to you. Come on now. Y'all are trash.
What she specifically is saying in this video is already pretty bad, but how she's saying it is even worse. She really likes to degrade other dudes that are part of the male loneliness epidemic with calling them losers and trash. It's just not a good way to talk to people. You're really asking for hate, and it makes me more comfortable calling this woman a femcel, because let's just reverse the gender roles here, and your boy would make a video calling all women trash and losers. Well, I would be called an incel. Let's be honest here with each other. The way she's talking, I'm just gonna say, I personally think she's acting that way. Maybe some people are gonna disagree. You know this video is bad when even Reddit is mixed about it, with people calling her out, saying, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Someone is here saying, damn, she's spitting a whole lot of nothing. And a lot of comments are like that. The big main comments are still positive about it, because Reddit is a really progressive ego chamber of the liberal party, where basically they all have the same opinion of men are bad, women are good, especially when you sometimes take a look at stories where a woman is basically having an affair and they're trying to say, oh yeah, it was still the dude's fault because he wasn't emotional there, or something crazy like that. But when a dude is doing it, he is like the biggest trash. So it's a big surprise that people are basically talking badly about this video and saying, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about, it is not like that, which, you know, I wouldn't have expected that, because again, it's a really circle jerk type of website. I always use it for like tech stuff and other things besides politics. I really wish there was like an anti-politic filter on Reddit, so I didn't need to see the same ego chamber opinion over and over again, the anti-Trump stuff over and over again. Even when you're now going to take a look at Reddit, I 100% know there is going to be an anti-Musk or an anti-Trump post viral on Reddit. That's like 24/7, man. It's even not funny anymore. But having said all of this, if you enjoyed today's video, press the like button, get subscribed, and I will see you all in the next video.